Paw Patrol, Pups Save the Games. The Paw Patrol is outside practicing for a special charity sports day. The pups will compete against Mandy the monkey and her family to raise money for a new big top tent for the circus. Chase kicks the ball to Sky, who passes it on to Marshall, who leaps to catch it but falls in a heap. Bump! Raimundo the circus master calls Ryder on the pup pad. He's on his way to Adventure Bay with the monkeys. "Hi, Ryder," says Raimundo. "My amazing monkey athletes and I are almost there." Ryder rounds up the pups. "Okay, pups, let's get the equipment to the sports field," says Ryder. Let the games begin. Disaster has struck. At the Adventure Bay sports field, she says, the mayor explains that the sprinklers were left on all night. Now the field is too wet and muddy for any games. "We'll find a new place to have the games," says Ryder. Just then, Ryder gets a call from Mayor Goodway. "Paw Patrol to the Paw Patroller." Inside, the Paw Patroller Ryder tells the pups about the muddy field. "We'll have to move the game somewhere else," Ryder says. "Like Farmer Al's," the pups cheer together. Ryder and the pups call their farmer friend. "My sheep and I would be glad to lend you our pasture for the game," says Farmer Al. "The only problem is the field. It's full of grass and rocks," warns Al. "No problem. Herd the sheep safely into the barn and we'll take care of the rest," Ryder says. "Glad to oblige," nods Al. "Bah!" one of his sheep chips in. Ryder calls up the pups for the job. "Rubble, we need your construction rig to clear the field and dig the track. Marshall, you can use your paint cannons to mark the running lanes." "Rubble on the double," says Rubble. "I'm fired up," adds Marshall. Soon Rubble, Marshall, and Ryder are on their way towards Al's farm, followed by the Paw Patroller. Paw Patrol is on a roll. Nothing must get in the way of raising money for the new big top tent. As soon as the crew reach the stony field, Rubble gets straight to work. He starts to clear the ground to make a running track, but it's not easy. "It's going to take forever to move these stones one by one," he warns Ryder. Ryder comes up with a way to solve the problem. First, he calls Raimundo. "Raimundo, can your monkeys play kickball?" he asks. "Sure, they can play any ball game," says Raimundo. "In that case, let's make a kickball field. We can do that much faster," says Ryder. "I can dig it," laughs Rubble. Once the kickball field is ready, it's time for Marshall to paint in the lines. "Rough, rough paint cannons," he says, and the cannons zoom out of his pup pack. Meanwhile, Rocky looks in his recycling truck and finds the perfect tiles to use for bases. By the time Raimundo and his monkeys arrive, everything is set for the charity kickball game. Mayor Goodway and Chickaletta are there to officially start the action. "Everybody have fun," says the mayor. "Let's play ball," adds an excited Raimundo. The pups and the monkeys are soon showing their skills. The pups are great at kicking it hard. The monkeys can do circus tricks with the ball. Farmer Al's sheep peep out of the barn, and one little lamb decides she'd like to join in too. The game is going well, but high above them, someone else has seen the bouncy red kickball. Suddenly, an eagle swoops down and grabs it in her beak. "The nerve of that bird stealing our ball," cries Mayor Goodway, but there's nothing they can do. Ryder uses his binoculars to watch where the eagle flies. "She's gone back to her nest high up on the mountain top," he says. Sky, if you could use your copter to distract the eagle, Everest could use her grappling hook to climb the mountain and get the ball back. Gotta fly, says Sky. I don't think I've ever played tag with an eagle before. Off the trail, Everest won't fail, adds Everest. Let's go, says Ryder, and the three brave friends leap into action. Everest and Ryder drive to the bottom of the mountain. It's as far as they can go. Now it's up to Everest to climb to the top. Okay, Sky, it's time to make the eagle look at you instead of Everest, orders Ryder, and Sky swoops down to her copter. Come on, eagle, try to catch me, she says. But don't try too hard. That beak of yours is big. Rough, rough, grappling hook, says Everest. She uses it to make her way up the mountainside. When she reaches the nest, she gets a surprise. There are two little chicks playing with the ball, she tells Ryder. We can't leave them without a toy. You're right, Sky. Do you have anything in your copter that will be good toy for them? Asks Ryder. How about my wind-up mouse, Mr. Squeakums, Sky suggests. I'll miss him, but the monkeys need their new big top tent, and I'm sure the chicks will love him. Thanks for taking one for the team, Sky, cheers Ryder. Everest gently takes the ball from the chicks and drops it down to Ryder. Then Sky gives them Mr. Squeakums to play with instead. The chicks are delighted, and Sky can see that they will look after him. Ryder, Sky, and Everest speed back to the kickball field where everyone is waiting. Here's the kickball, and it's still bouncy, says Ryder. It's Marshall's turn, and he does a great kick to win the game. The monkeys don't mind losing to the Paw Patrol. They have collected enough charity money to get a new big top tent. Thank you, Ryder, says Raimundo. No problem. Whenever you're in trouble, just yelp for help, says Ryder. Ruff, ruff, adds Marshall. That was a yelp for snack time. There are treats for the pups and bananas for the monkeys. Now that's a win for everyone. The end.